Well, hello everybody and happy Saturday. This is Lisa Freeman here from stampingwithlisa.com, and I'm just popping on Saturday morning, almost afternoon. I was trying to get on here by 10 o'clock, but that didn't happen. As usual, I'm running late and I'm still in my pajamas. So I have to go to work today, so I better get moving quick. It's just been one of those mornings where you just want to lay in bed, do nothing, and then you realize, oh my gosh, I got all this stuff to do. I better hurry up and get up. But anyway, I wanted to bring you this video real quick. So yesterday I showed you how to make this one, and today I'm going to show you how to make this one. So they're kind of like part 1 and 2 because I used basically the same products for both of them. I made this one first for my stamp club the other day. And then I had all these butterflies left over, and I thought, well, shoot, I better go ahead and just make another card so they can get a bonus card this month. And this was a surprise card because when you open it up, it's a pop-up card. So I'm going to show you how to do that one today. And it's super easy. So if you missed this one yesterday, all you have to do is go back to, hey, Deborah, to my YouTube channel or my Facebook channel, either one. And the links to both of them are in the description box if you're on YouTube, and you can check them out. So this was yesterday, which was March 13th. Today's March 14th. No, wait a minute. Yesterday was March 12th, sorry. Today's March 13th. So if you look at both of those dates, you can get both of these videos. So this one uses the Butterfly Bouquet, which is a new suite or bundle, or I don't know, it's bundle, I guess. Well, no, the bundle is just the stamp set and the dies. So this is a suite. And it's just available right now from March till May with the paper. The actual stamp set and dies will be available in the new catalog. So if you want the paper, which is absolutely beautiful, I showed this yesterday too. So you get 48 sheets. These are the 6 ones. You get 8 of each one. And then on the back, you've got some nice patterns. This one actually will, you can use the die to cut it out. So the die matches perfectly on here to cut that one out. So you just line it up, boom, pop it out, you got 6 butterflies. So that's really cool how they did this. The stamp set and the die, it's just one stamp and one die. Well, you get a whole bunch of dies actually, but let me show you what you get. So you get the stamp set, which is just one big stamp. So all of these are all put together, one stamp. But I'm going to show you something cool that I did this morning because I ordered an extra one because I was trying to do a swap and I needed the same butterfly over and over and over. And I thought, well, this is a little bit of a pain. If you want the same butterfly to make multiple cards of the same one, you have to do this in groups of 6. So I said, I'm going to order another set, cut it apart, and order another set of dies and cut it apart. So I keep this one together. So this one will cut out the one that's whole. But then I went ahead and ordered another set, and I'm going to show you how to take it apart. So this is the actual stamp. It's just one stamp all put together like that. And I got another one and I cut it apart. I started to. I was going to show you guys how to do that too. And I also got another die, and I'm going to cut that apart. So you get those, plus you get a whole bunch of other dies. You get all these little intricate ones. So you get, these are separate. So you get one of these for each butterfly. So there's 6 of these, and then the one big one of this, plus a couple extra ones too. So I'm going to show you what to do with all that today. So let's get started. Let me show you the products on here real fast. So this is the flyer. It's not in a catalog yet. So that's the stamp set, which is just one stamp. These are the dies. So you get the solid dies to cut out the outline and the intricate dies to cut out basically the inside. So the solid ones will cut just the outside, and the intricate ones cut out all these holes. So they're totally different. And you get both of those. And then you have the paper I just showed you. There's also this natural birch paper, and both of those are only available till May. You cannot get those after the new catalog comes out. And you can actually fit this die into your die cutting machine, but if you cut it apart like I'm going to do, then you can use the mini die cutting machine. So watch how we do this. So let me start with that since I started doing it already. So the die comes, the stamp comes all together, just one big giant stamp. And so I already cut a couple of them apart. And I also wanted to show you this. So they have these little pieces in here that you can punch out. And I saw somebody do this and it was so cute. They put them all together, all these little pieces you get that are left over, put it on a block, and they made a giraffe. And I thought you could use it for a cow or anything where you just wanted these kind of shapes as the background or the inside of the animal. So you could use it like for a leopard or anything that has spots like that. And I thought that was a really cute idea. All right, so I kind of have taken this apart already a little bit. So it comes like this. I cut a couple of them off already, and I'm going to show you how I did that. Let's do the stamps first. So I used these Stampin' Up! Scissors we used to have. I think they were Craft & Rubber scissors to cut the rubber with. And for some reason they got rid of them. I don't know why, but I still have like 3 pairs. So I got them out and I thought that would be perfect for cutting this. So first I just went and cut just not so careful. I just kind of cut them apart. The first couple that I did. And then I like my stamps trimmed up a lot. So what I do is I go around and cut them a lot closer. And you want to do straight cuts. You can't do like angled because then that would take away some of your foam and then it won't stamp right. So just try and make straight cuts, and you can just go around. Make sure you don't cut your butterfly. And it only is going to take a minute. And then I'm going to have all these separate butterflies. So I can just stamp them on my card and just have one to stamp instead of all 6. So you definitely need to get 2 of these. I do that a lot. I get 2 sets of stamps, but not so I can cut them apart, just so I have more to use for class. But this one, I thought this was a good one to do like this. So I'll do the rest later, but I just wanted to show you how to do that. So then you've got this individual stamp ready to go. And then the rest of them I'll cut out later. But I wanted to show you how you could do that really easily. So if you get 2 of them, then you're really doing good. I like to have the whole one though, because if you want to do multiple cards making all different stuff, then it's cool to have this one too. And it matches the die. So then you can do them all at once. So this one will be 1 stamp, 1 die cut, and you have 6 butterflies. The other one, if you cut it apart, will be a little more work, but if you only want 1 of them, then that works great. All right, so what we're going to do, let me show you the paper first. Hey, Diane. And yes, Deborah, I did cut it apart. All right, so here's the paper you need. 5.5 by 6.5 white, that's for your butterflies. 4.25 by 11 purple posy, and that's folded in half long ways. Then you need a piece of white, 5.25 by 4. Let me get this out of the way. Oh, I didn't show you how to do the outside part, the die. So let me show you that in a sec. We've got 5.25 by 1.25 of the hydrangea, a scrap of vellum cardstock, and 5.25 by 1/2 Seaside spray. And this is our pop-up mechanism. It is 4 by 3/4 inch. And I scored it at 1, 2, 3. You don't have to score it. You can just fold it, and I'll show you how to do that in just a few minutes. So take a screenshot of that if you want to, and then I will show you how I cut this apart. So this started out like this, and I cut a couple of them off already this morning just to see if I could do it. So I used the exact same scissors, and I just snipped it here, and then snipped it, because you have pretty much room on the other side. See how they're closer to the inside? So you have pretty much room to cut these apart. So you just need to snip it. Make sure you don't snip into the die cutting part. So there you go. Then I just took nail file, just an old nail file, and I just sanded it down, because that is going to be a sharp edge right there where you cut. So if you just take a nail file or a piece of sandpaper or something to kind of smooth it off a little bit. So just do that with all of them wherever you cut. So this one, I already sanded this one right here, so it's not sharp, and that one. So I just got to sand right here. I probably should go get a piece of sandpaper, but a nail file was what I had handy, and that works pretty well too. So as long as you don't cut yourself on it, just be careful. And so there I have another die for just that one stamp. So I did that with 3 of them already, and I'll do the rest later. But they're pretty easy to cut apart, actually, because you do have pretty much room in here. So you just go right in there, make sure you're not getting that cutting line, and then you're all set. All right, so that's that. All right, so let's get started stamping. Yeah, I know, Diane, it's a great idea. I thought of it the other day and ordered it, and then I saw somebody else do it yesterday, and I was like, well, I guess I'm not the only one who thought of that. All right, so let's get started here. Let's do the butterflies first. And I did these yesterday already and cut them out, but I wanted to show you, just in case you didn't see yesterday's video, how you do it. So we've got our Stamparatus, or Stamposaurus, as some people call it. And you're just going to ink this up. And I did re-ink my pads for those of you that watched yesterday. I know it was getting kind of dry. And usually I put something under here, like an ink pad, a stamp set. So you have something to bear down on. And just ink that up really good. I can tell a big difference between yesterday and today of how much ink is on there. And then you're just going to close that and give it a good press. And I also showed yesterday this trick that I kind of came up with, because this was kind of hurting my hands, because I had been working in the yard pulling weeds and my hands were hurting. So I just took this block and rubbed it across all over, and it actually worked pretty well yesterday. Let's see if it works today instead of pressing so hard. Ready? Oh, it still did the exact same thing. Yesterday it missed that one teeny little spot there. I don't know why. So good thing about Stamparatus, we can just close it and fix it. So there you go. Perfect, perfect, perfect. And put my scrap paper back in here so it doesn't get messed up. And there you go. All right, so now we've got these all done. And I also showed you yesterday how I colored these with the Wink of Stella. So I've got my Wink of Stella here. And if you just start coloring with that, there's nothing in here but Wink of Stella, the ink will bleed and mix with the Wink of Stella and create this really, really pretty look. And I tried this with other colors, and it works great with most of the darker colors, like Night of Navy and Misty Moonlight and Pretty Peacock, the Gorgeous Grape, Cherry Cobbler. So it works with a lot of the darker colors. The lighter colors, you won't be able to see it as much. But we're using these 2 butterflies for today's project, so I'm going to do those real quick. And I've already cut them out ahead of time, so I'm not going to color all these, but you can see just how different that looks. Isn't that pretty? And you can see the sparkle on there, hopefully. But it makes such a difference. I just love it. And you can do that, like I said, with almost any of the darker colors, but just make sure your pad is good and inked up. I need a little bit more ink. And this is another one of my tricks. When I use Wink of Stella, instead of having to keep squeezing it a little bit, I just squeeze it once and put a little puddle here. And then I just take that and use that to color. And it gives you a little bit more. I love looking at that. It's just like it's almost like it's alive. It's so sparkly, and it just sits there shimmering. I think it's so pretty. But that's my little tip for Wink of Stella, because normally you just start using it and you got to keep squeezing it and squeezing it. And sometimes it's hard to come out. So if you just get a little puddle, that'll usually last you for a few minutes. And you don't ever want to waste one drop, because this is liquid gold. All right, I'm almost done with this one. And then I'm going to show you the cutout ones, and we're going to put it together, and it's real easy to put together. All right, so there you go. So you could go ahead and color them all, but see the difference in the ones I did color? Aren't they so pretty? Yeah, dry eraser works pretty well too, but I don't have one of them right now. So I tried this block and it seems to work pretty good. I mean, I just missed that one little spot. So, all right, so let's move this out of the way. So I took this, put it in the whole die like that. And I have washi tape on here to hold it down. So you line it up. Make sure you don't cut your antennas off. That's the most important part. If your antennas are lined up good, then you're probably pretty good to go. So then you press down the washi tape and run it through the machine, and voila, you come out with all the butterflies. And I've already used the big one from yesterday, so I've got these left, and we're using these two for today. And we're gonna just get our paper and sponge a little bit, and let's go ahead and put this down first. So we need our piece of designer paper and our little blue strip. Let me get this out of the way. And we're going to glue those down with the liquid glue. And this is the Hydrangea Hill paper, which is so pretty. I should have brought that in here to show you, but I've already done so many cards with that I've showed the paper on like 10 videos already, I think. Hey, Tisha. Thank you. All right, so we're going to put some glue on the back of this and put that down right just over the edge. So it's overlapping just a teeny weeny bit, not too much. Hold that for a sec. And then we're going to sponge this real quick. So we're going to use the blending brush, which these are not available right this minute. They will be back in stock in a couple weeks. But once they get back in stock, you guys have to get one fast because they were humongous sellers. They went above and beyond what Stampin' Up! Thought would happen, and they sold out. So we're just going to take this, dab it in here, and let me put my scrap paper underneath. Get that Wink of Stella out of the way in case it's not dry yet. And then just swirl that on here. Are any of you guys still in your pajamas? Like me? It's getting close to where I won't have to wear these winter pajamas anymore. These are my soft, cozy muckluck ones. But I just ordered some summer ones. So I'm so excited because I can start wearing those soon because it's been really nice here. Today's a little bit chilly, but hopefully that's only going to last a day. I think it's going to be back. Oops, I need this still. I think it's going to be back to 70 tomorrow. All right, and then I've got a little sprinkle stamp. And I just kind of set this where I wanted it to go. And I'm going to put the sprinkle stamp right on top of it and right below it. And you can tell I just re-inked that pad because on the last card it barely shows up. This one it's kind of dark. So I want it to look like it's kind of in front of the butterfly and behind it. And then we're going to do our happy birthday. And you know what? I forgot. Of course I forgot something. The black pad. Hold on one second. I've got one right in here. Right in my room. So it'll only take a second. Oops. Okay, I'm back. Man, and I even like double checked everything to make sure I didn't forget anything today. And I still did. Okay, so we got black memento. We're going to stamp that right on the bottom. And there you go. I could have done that in purple, but I like black for that. All right, so then we're going to glue this down to our back piece with the purple. I mean the purple glue. No, the green glue. We got too many colors going on today. I love the blue and the purple together though. All right, so hold that down for just a second. And then we're going to put this on with dimensionals, but I also did this. So you needed that piece of vellum. So what I did was I took the vellum, and this is one of the intricate dies that comes with it, and some washi tape. I put it in through the die cutting machine, and when it pops out, it comes out like this. So that's that die. And then I'm going to glue that on there with some glue dots. So I'm just going to put 2 glue dots, and it doesn't matter if they show a little bit because I'm putting pearls on top of that and you won't see it. And this is also a smaller version of this butterfly. So I took the die that went with this one to make that top piece because I wanted a lot of the purple to show. So this die actually goes with this butterfly. So you can kind of, you know, mix and match them if you want to, and it doesn't matter. And then we need some dimensionals to put this on with. So I'm just going to stick 2 right in the middle and pop that up. And so that's going to go right here. And then I've got my pearls, and these are the pastel pearls, and they will be back in stock next week. If you don't have them or want to use them immediately, you can always color your own. I colored the ones on here with my Stampin' Blend. I used the, well, let me see, either dark Highland Heather or light Gorgeous Grape. I can't remember which one to make these right here. And they're just slightly different than, they're not quite as dark as that one, and a little bit darker than those. So you can make your own with the Stampin' Blends until you get the real thing, but the real thing is really pretty. All right, so we're going to put a couple of these on. I'm going to use the lighter colored ones today and put 3 of these on right in the middle. And boom, there you go. So there's 4 different colors. There's like the Gorgeous Grape, Seaside Spray, I think that's Purple Posy, and then I'm guessing maybe that's Blushing Bride. I'm not so sure about that color, but it's something light pink, and that's the, or maybe, yeah, it's got to be Blushing Bride. I don't know what else it could be. Nothing is that light pink. All right, so there's the front, but we're going to do a pop-up card. So we've got our little piece of the Purple Posy that is 4 inches long, 3/4 of an inch wide. And I scored it at 1, 2, 3 inches, so every inch. But if you don't have a scoring tool, you can fold it in half. So it's 4 inches. If you score it, fold it in half, that'll be 2 inches. Then open it back up and fold each of those to the center. And make sure you score it really good with your bone folder. So just take a bone folder and score those really good. And also that one that was in the middle. Okay, so what it does is it makes kind of a little box like this. And that's going to be what our butterfly sits on inside. So when you open it up, you've got all your scores here. Just put it back like it was in half. And then lay it right in the middle. Oops. And you're going to have just some glue on the top part that's open. And the open part goes to the center. So I'm going to turn this over. So we've got the center mark right there. Put that down. Hold it a minute. Make sure it's stuck on there good. And then we're going to do the same thing to this side. So this is the open side. See how it's open? And then just fold that down and let that sit for a minute. So you want to make sure it's really good and stuck on. And see, now that I have the new stamps all cut apart like I did, I could take one of these, that once I cut that one apart, or that one, or this one, and I could just stamp one right there in the corner, whereas you can't do that with the whole big thing. I mean, I guess you could just ink up one, but it's more difficult. So if you missed the beginning of this video, I cut apart the stamp set. I have 2 now. So I have one that's whole and one that's cut up. And I also cut apart the dies. So I'm going to have my whole die, and then I'm going to have the one that's little pieces. So I have 2 sets of everything. All right, so there you go. There's your little pop-up mechanism. And then to put this inside, I just took another couple of glue dots and put it on the back. And we're going to stick that right down on here. And you don't want it to touch the bottom, so you want to just lift it up just a little bit so that it'll be able to shut. So we put it like that, and then you're going to close it, give it a good press, and there you go. Isn't that cool? And then I should have ahead of time thought about that butterfly. I could have stamped right there, and that would have been really cute inside. But I'll do that for the next time. So if you missed any of this video, go back and watch the beginning because it shows you how to cut your stamps apart if you want to get an extra set, and also how to cut your dies apart. So I hope you enjoyed this video. Oh, I forgot my favorite thing. We've got our shimmer paint. So you need some Champagne Mist shimmer paint and some 70% rubbing alcohol to make this. Fill it up almost all the way to the top with the alcohol. Pour in a little bit of this, and it's not much, maybe like, I don't know, 4 drops or so. You can always test it, see how you like it, and if you need some more sparkle, just add more of the paint in there. And there you go. Isn't that just beautiful? And then here's the one from yesterday. So if you missed that one, go back and check it out. Oh, and guess what? I forgot to show you my card kit in the mail. So if you want to get 3 more butterfly cards, these are the cards. I'll be doing these for my March card kit in the mail. So if you buy the Butterfly Brilliance bundle from me, or if you already have it, you can spend $50, and I will send you the products or supplies to make these 3 cards. You do need the butterfly bundle to make these, so I will send you like all the paper and the ribbon, the pearls, and all that stuff. So you do need the actual stamp set and dies to make it at home yourself. If you already have it and you don't want to place an order, you can also just pay $10 and get it that way, and I'll send you the supplies. If you place a bigger order, like $100 or more, then you'll get 2 sets of all these. So I'll put all the information on my blog today, stampingwithlisa.com. I'm going to do that right after the video, so that'll be on there. So check it out. You can also order right there. So anybody who places the order will get the supplies for these for free. Or if you don't want that, you can also just say, I want a regular gift instead of the butterfly cards, because I always send a gift for all the orders that I get. And don't forget, when you go to my website, make sure you look for my name, Lisa Freeman. If you're on YouTube or Facebook, please leave a comment because I give away the cards that I make. So today's card, this one, I will be giving away. All you have to do is leave a comment on here or on YouTube if you're watching the replay on YouTube. And I will pick the lucky winner in a few days, and you will get the card in the mail. And it's always fun to get happy mail instead of bills. So make sure you leave your comment. Make sure you subscribe, like, comment, all that good stuff for me. And I'll continue to make these videos for you for free all the time. Oh, and for these cards, I will be doing videos for them. So if you, after you get the kit, then you can just look on the videos on YouTube, and all the videos will be there for step-by-step instructions. Okay? You guys have a great rest of your weekend if I don't see you tomorrow. Thanks for joining me today. Hi, Allie. Hi, Pauline. How are you guys doing? And all of you guys who joined me today, thank you so much. And you guys have a great rest of your day. Bye-bye.